and listen to all of the rumors and the gossip that is unfounded. This is a society today that is built on laws and governed by laws. And you cannot expect to evolve by fighting those laws. You cannot expect to evolve by fighting society. You have to learn those laws and then use those laws and evolve within the parameters of those laws. Because it's extremely difficult trying to change the world's mind.
But isn't it the Treaty of Paris that prevent us from being a state?
No.
When they signed the Treaty of Paris,
No.
we were locked into to us not being where it states that Guam will never, because we are unincorporated territory.
I can give you a copy of the Treaty of Paris. There's nowhere in the Treaty of Paris where it forbids us from becoming a state.
Then why isn't Guam?
The truth of the matter is the two things that prevent us from becoming a state is, number one, the geographical location of our island.
But the
Okay.
U.S. military uses our island as the strategic point.
Yes, the United States military uses our island as a strategic point, okay, and we're the early warning center for the United States of America. However, the geographical location of our island and the size of our island makes it physically unlikely that they will be able to hold enough military forces on this island to fully protect it from being overrun. You cannot tactically maneuver on this island. It's too small. That's number one, the geographical location.
I would like to see that, please, if you can give me a copy of that.
Number two is the population of our island. Now, although the Constitution says 60,000 is eligible for statehood, in today's society, the population of our island is equal to a large town in the United States. We would not be, there's not enough people on this island to become politically relevant in the U.S. political system. And those are the two primary reasons why this island won't become a state. Even if we as a people decide that statehood is the avenue or the path that we choose to pursue, it would still be the determination of the United States Congress.
We can never be a state, to be honest, because we're unincorporated.
Well, we are
Status quo or independent.
Our status quo is an unincorporated, organized territory held in trust by the United Nations. And that trusteeship was awarded to the United States under a trusteeship agreement. That is our status, our political status. But our political status, the unincorporated versus incorporated, is not what determines whether or not we can become a state. All of the states of the United States are incorporated, but at one time were unincorporated. In April 2nd, 1947, Hawaii and Alaska, along with Guam, and the other non-self-governing territories held by the United States, were all unincorporated. Alaska and Hawaii are now states. And they shared the same political status at that time that we do now. Okay? They shared the same political status with us at that time. However, they became states, although they were unincorporated, organized territories held in trust by the United States through a trusteeship agreement with the United Nations, just as we are. We were all under that same classification on April 2nd, 1947.
Which they signed the Treaty of Paris.
That is not the Treaty of Paris. The Treaty of Paris...
So that's the reason why they became a state, because they were not under the Treaty of Paris.
The Treaty of Paris has absolutely nothing to do with it, actually.
Yes, we want.
I tell you what, okay, we can print out a copy of the Treaty of Paris for you, okay, and you can read it, and you will discover that within the Treaty of Paris, as I read, it is in the full authority of the United States Congress to determine the civil rights and the political status of this island, in accordance with the Treaty of Paris. That's what it stipulates regarding our political status and our civil rights. What I'm saying is, as of April 2nd, 1947, when the United States entered into a treaty with the United Nations, okay, a trusteeship treaty, the Treaty of Paris was surrendered and no longer pertained, because the trusteeship agreement supersedes it, because it gives us rights that were not guaranteed under the Treaty of Paris. It met all of the parameters of the Treaty of Paris and supersedes it with additional rights to the native inhabitants. The right to self-determination comes from Article 12 of the Charter of the United Nations. And as a trust territory, we fall under the parameters, or Chapter 12, we fall under the parameters of Chapter 12, Article 76, which guarantees us the right to self-determination.
The next time to be corrected if you give me that copy.
We can surely provide that for you, ma'am.
I heard Arkansas, they have a free clinic for their tribes, and every woman that's pregnant, they give them ready. It's $300 until they give birth. That's $300 in their stomach. So that's part of the tribal too. But that's in Arkansas.
Well, there's a great deal of benefits available to any federally registered Native American tribe. Okay, a great deal of benefits. We would be here literally for days if we were to stand in front of you with Title 25 and read off all of the benefits of Title 25 to the Native American tribes, and regardless of whether it's in Arkansas or any other state in the United States or any other tribe registered, no matter where they are, all the same benefits apply. It all comes from Title 25. Okay. Any of you who have been to the U.S., who have interacted with tribal members, Native Americans in the United States, have an idea of what is available. It's huge. All of the problems that we're currently facing on our island are addressed under Title 25. And then some we haven't even thought of yet.
But see, they even have their clinic, they have their land that the India and then the Americans took off. They're paying them for that too.
Yes, through the process of repatriation, any lands unjustly taken by the United States government from the native inhabitants are eligible for repatriation, especially those lands considered to be sacred burial sites, or those lands which have a religious connotation. Okay, it's huge. Okay, what is available to us under Title 25 as a people is huge. Now, how we choose to address it, how we choose to use those benefits, that's going to be the determining factor on whether or not we will evolve as a people.